Welcome back to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker, the weekly radio show that informs and educates you on how to buy or sell real estate with Barb Schlinker, the owner-broker of Your Home Sold, Guaranteed Realty, and the host of the program. Barb, you know I've recommended you and your team for years, but many people put very little planning or thought into picking a real estate agent to handle one of their largest assets, the home. Barb, how do home sellers choose the best realtor when it comes to selling a house?
Well, Richard, most people do it just they reach out to someone they know or someone they're referred to or someone that sold them the house before. And they don't put a lot of thought into choosing somebody to help you handle one of your largest assets. And the sad part about this industry is it's a license to learn, essentially. I've got 30 years of it, a lot of sales, a lot of experience, but a majority of the agents don't sell very many homes. They might be a nice person and you might have liked them, but how good are they at helping you position the home so you can reach your goals and be able to sell your home on time and without too much craziness, right? Not all real estate agents are the same. There is no job description. There is no how to do this job other than filling out forms and complying with the very light license laws about real estate. There's very little training on pricing, almost none on marketing, almost less than none on negotiating and closing skills. And it's interesting, some of the feedback that we get when we have showings. The agents are weak on this last topic of closing skills because they don't know how to deal with objections. So let's say a buyer says, "Oh, I really love this house, but I don't like the size of the closet." How would you deal with that? Well, you've got 6 other closets in the house. Maybe you could just put your summer clothes over here. They don't know how to deal with any kind of objection. So they just automatically assume this house is off the table, moving on. Or worse yet, the buyer says, "I love this house," but then they keep showing them other homes. It's like, what are you doing? It's time to go back to the office and explore it. Don't let that sale get away. A confused mind does nothing. So it really can cost you a lot of money to pick the wrong agent. And especially when timing is critical on the aggressively priced homes. If you take the time to think about it, if you hesitate, it could mean someone else gets that house and not you. So when you hear the love word, you got to respond. A lot of agents don't know that, especially on the buyer side. But on the selling side, people think that the job is to go take pictures and post on the internet and hope some other agent has a buyer. And I'm telling you now, more and more and more, I'm getting buyers calling me, telling me that they are not represented. They want to go directly to the listing agent. And a lot of it has to do with the weakness that they're finding in the industry. According to the National Association of Realtors, most people only speak to one real estate agent before putting their home on the market. Oftentimes it's the one that sold to them. But here are the sad facts. 81% of the agents out there sell 3 or less homes in a year. According to Zillow, 72% didn't sell any in the last year. And then in the Pikes Peak region, if you just, take an example of any given month, there's typically 800 to 1,000 sales in a month, but there are 6,300 agents. So that's a clue right there. That tells you that if everything was equal, and it's not, 1 out of 5 agents are not getting paid every month. So what do you think they're going to tell you when you interview them to sell your house? Don't worry, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I can get you that unrealistic price that you're asking for because I do this and this and this. And I've told sellers frankly and honestly, look, I'm not gonna overprice your listing and take it because it's just going to end in frustration for all of us and cost me money. I have to pay for marketing. But it's not really about me. They want success, right? They want it to work. So if you tell them, "Oh, sure, don't worry, I'll get you this price," you get them to sign on the dotted line, which is what agents think they should be doing. And then next thing they know, oh, sorry, no showings. Oh, sorry, feedback is price too high. Oh, sorry, right? What happens, right? So they make the other agent the bad guy and say, well, they said it was priced too high, so you're going to have to lower the price. Okay. That is a mistake. Now, sometimes the sellers are deciding on the price based on random data like Zillow, which is very random. It's only looking at the homes listed for sale, not the ones that are actually selling. Also, some other random data people use is, well, I need to net this much to buy X. I wish it worked that way, but the market is the market, especially in a declining market. I think a lot of people misunderstand. And actually just a week ago, I met with a seller who was thinking about switching over to me, and I talked him out of it. I said, yeah, your agent's doing okay. The marketing's okay. It's just a price. Fix it. He fixed it. Next week, it went under contract. So I got a bottle of wine out of it, which wasn't bad. But, at the end of the day, I didn't think he should take out and shoot his agent because I felt like it was close. He just wasn't really looking at the market the same way that I was. And the thing is, if agents are only selling 1 or 2 or 3 homes a year, they don't know the market. I honestly believe the buyers know more about the real estate market than the agents do, to be honest with you. So you want to ask them, how'd you come up with this price? You don't want to hire part-time agents. I hear a lot of people that have awkward, weird experiences hiring their friends. That can be uncomfortable because are they still going to be your friend when you fire them, or a family member? It's a little awkward when that happens. Has that ever happened to you, Richard?
No, that's never happened to me before, but that's the advantage of listening to you, Barb. You've got more than 25 years of experience. So there's a pretty good chance that if something is going to happen on a negotiation or a sale, you've been through it or something similar to it before.
Believe Zillow. It's fake news. Okay. It's based on their quote, super secret algorithm, which actually just averages available homes. That's what AI told me, not averaging what has sold. So it's really off. And right now, the current stats indicate that more than 50% of homes that are currently on the market are reducing their price. What does that mean? They got the price wrong from the beginning. You want to make sure you don't pick an agent that's unfamiliar with the market or the one that can't wait to discount to the bottom of their fee just to get you to sign on the bottom line. Now, I will do that on occasion if people are tight on their equity. I'll do what I can to help them. But at the end of the day, if an agent's typically going to discount their fee, what are they going to do when it comes to negotiating? Oh, yeah, take that offer for sure. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody that's strong, that has your back. So we're seeing, and then and the ones that don't charge very much, you could put your home in the multiple listing service for a few $100s if you want to. But are you really getting the expertise there? Does it work for you? Now, we have a free report that you can order on our website. Barb Has the Buyers. It's entitled The 10 Questions to Ask Before You Hire a Real Estate Agent. It's actually 3 reports. It gives you a way to grade agents and all that sort of thing. And it might be helpful. Go to barbhasthebuyers.com to order your report for free. My name is Barb Schlinker. I'm the broker owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty and the host of this show, Your Real Estate Voice. And we're talking about how do you pick an agent to sell one of your largest assets? We're going to cover a couple of interview questions in the next little segment. And when we come back, if you are thinking of making a move, give us a call, 719-301-3900, or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard.
We're talking, Barb, about giving the audience information they can find to use the best agent to sell their home. What are some other questions that a home seller should be asking when they're hiring a realtor?
Well, one good question is, how many buyers are you currently working with? How likely is your company going to show my home? Are the buyers that you're bringing through my home, are they qualified to buy a house? Listen carefully to this because the state doesn't require it. And if you know how it works on Zillow, if you look at Zillow, there's a blue button for every single listing. And so the way Zillow makes money is they sell buyer leads to real estate agents by zip code. And so one real estate agent, maybe 20 real estate agents are paying 3,000 to 5,000 a month for that zip code to maybe get 5 buyer calls. So when they click on that button, they're getting some random agent that's paying for the zip code. The agent doesn't know anything about the house. And the buyer is expecting to go see the house. They don't want to be interviewed. They don't want to sign an agreement. They want you to open the door, right? And so it's a problem. And so you as the seller, you're thinking, well, this buyer's coming to see my house. This buyer can buy the house. I've already verified that they're qualified. I verified what they're looking for. No, that never happens. Typically, it's just an internet lead that says click. And we're like, okay, we're going to pop tart out of the toaster, go show the house and hope it works out. So it's really frustrating for sellers when they get feedback that's disconnected from what the house actually is. And if you're not happy, of course, you can work with your agent to cancel your listing if they are not doing what they promised. That's already basically hardwired into the contract. We offer all kinds of guarantees, even a cancellation guarantee. And here are some questions some agents would rather you did not ask. How many homes did you sell? And how many homes do you sell in a month? And how many homes have you sold in my area? All three of those questions are like, oh, that's awkward. My team and I, we're selling homes every 24 or 48 to 72 hours. And you want to make sure that you hire the agent that is the right fit for you. So if you are thinking of making a move, give us a call at 719-301-3900 or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. When we meet with you, we're actually going to show you a list of buyers that we have. We're going to show up with offers. How many agents show up with offers at your home? And we're going to show you how we'll maximize a way to create demand for your home so it sells for top dollar. Richard?
Barb, you've got some hot new listings this week. Tell us about them.
I do. I have a really awesome home on Agate Creek. This is actually at Jackson Creek, close to the Air Force Academy, priced in the upper sixes, 3,800 square feet, 3-car garage, spectacular views, beautiful home. We have another one that's a fixer-upper, and I put this in here. It's a VA repo. We get requests every day for investors that want to do fix and flip. This home definitely needs work. So it's offered at a very, very low price. And for those that like to do that, there are opportunities. So if you want to get insider access to our off-market homes that do represent the best deals, give us a call at 719-301-3900. We have another one on Kasdan Circle, also remodeled home and a great price in the low threes. Featured open this weekend, a great Briargate home that's 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage on a cul-de-sac. Lots of beautiful updates, priced at $399.9. Fabulous home up in Highland Lakes and Divide, overlooks a lake. Now, how many lakefront properties do you find in general in Colorado? Not too many. Priced at $699. Beautiful home, great views on a couple of acres. Fabulous home on 35 acres on Jorba Grove that actually offers a VA assumable loan at a low interest rate. So to find out more, any buyer can assume a VA loan. You just have to qualify for the loan. Give us a call at 719-301-3900. Beautiful, almost new home up in Crystal Park behind Manitou, just under $1 million with a RV garage, really gorgeous setting. Lots of privacy all around. And then we have another great home on Reno Road at $599 on 62 acres with gorgeous views. A great home out in Peyton on Cascading Spring. This is the perfect downsize home. Rancher, about 1,700 square feet, easy care home. Another great townhome downtown in Fountain. Would be great to have a mixed use of business and living, and priced in the low fives. Beautiful home on Moose Jaw Drive, almost brand new home, $624,999. Fabulous home on Sugarloaf Road, just lowered the price to $790 with spectacular views and a solar system. Also a great home on Mead Drive in the low threes. Another gorgeous home up in Woodland Park in the mid to upper sixes. This is a remodeled home with a great addition. Fabulous home on Balsam Street, just lowered the price to $475 with a 3-car garage. Amazing garden. Great home on Gold King with an assumable loan. another home on 5 acres on Warriors Path, and a spectacular custom home in Florissant, 2.15 million, and another home up in Elizabeth on Private Road 17, just under 1.2 million, with a massive outbuilding, gorgeous views. If you want to find out about our properties, go to barbhasthebuyers.com, click on featured listings, and we'd be happy to share those with you, or call us at 719-301-3900. Richard?
You've been listening to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. She's the host of the program, and if you're thinking of making a move, call Barb at 719-301-3900 or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. That'll do it for this week. God bless you, Barb. We look forward to talking to you next week. Have a good one.
Thank you. You as well.